Hey everyone, this is Roy Mayorga from Stone Sour, and you're watching Metalshop TV.
Okay, man. So, how are you enjoying this particular European run so far?
Well, it's been awesome. I mean, like in comparison to the last European run, just as great. I mean, off the charts. It's been awesome. This whole run, like the past year and a half we've been out, it's been probably one of the best, I think, tours we've done ever. It's been great.
What would you say was the best show so far in this
run?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say because there was a lot of them, man. Some really good ones. I mean, there's
mostly festivals.
Most of the festivals we've done a lot of headlining tours,
yeah.
A lot of headlining shows as well. Like we just came from Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria just like in the past week. That was phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah. So the last time you were in Czech Republic,
yeah.
That was in 2013.
Yeah.
It was in a place I don't think there are shows anymore, but it was the hardest show that I ever attended.
Yeah.
It was the best show that I ever attended.
Wow.
It's a legendary show. And you shot a bit of a tired video there. Do you remember that time?
Oh, I sure do. I mean, to this day, we still talk about that show. Like, for us, that show was probably one of the best shows we've ever had in our entire career. I mean, we walked away from that show going, holy fuck. I mean, it was by far the best show for us. The crowd was great. I mean, it was hot as fuck there, but who cares? I mean, that's part of it, you know what I mean? No ventilation.
Oh, yeah.
Just
old place.
Yeah, it's an old place. It was great, you know? It was really great.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Hydrograd is out for about a year now.
Yeah.
And there is some kind of some time for a reflection. So looking back, do you feel still as strong about that record?
Absolutely.
As when it came out?
I definitely do. We're definitely still excited to play it. We're just stoked to be out here to be able to do this, you know, still and earn a living at it and just do what we love to do, just play music and hang out and just do it, you know what I mean?
And I know you've had a bit of different approach with that record in compared to the previous ones. What was different that time?
The approach on this record, well, first off, I mean, obviously we had a couple member changes. You know, we have Christian Martucci in the band now, Johnny Chow, who's been with us for, you know, 6-7 years now at this point. Yeah. What makes it different is that we actually recorded this record together live in the room, you know, all at once, and just used like big takes instead of like parts. We played the songs like, you know, 7 to 9 times at you know, and then went with the best take and then built from there and just did everything live pretty much, yeah. You know. And we did that when we demoed the songs at my house, same thing. So we figured, you know, let's take the same approach.
It can be so easy.
No, it just felt better, natural.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you feel like there's something left out of Hydrograd? I think single-wise. Are you still thinking of maybe releasing 1 or 2 singles out of that record, or are you like, okay,
no,
this is?
I think what we put out on the record, I think it's pretty much everything we wanted to say, everything that we wanted to be on that record. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like music videos and stuff like that.
Oh, music videos.
Like if there's gonna be a new single out of the Hydrograd or something.
I don't know. I can't really tell you if that's not up to us. You know what I mean?
No.
You know, it's not up to us really.
Yeah. So, the big part, of course, of your band is Corey, and we already know that Corey is gonna go back to Slipknot. They're gonna record a new record.
Yep.
So, are you right now working on a new music for Stone Sour, or are you like, okay?
No.
Now it's time to relax.
That's not even in our heads right now. What's in our heads is just to continue out this tour cycle until the end of the year, and then part ways at the end of that, you know, and rejoice later, you know. But I'm sure in the interim of it all, you know, on the break, I'm sure we'll get together and hash out ideas and write stuff while Corey's off doing Slipknot,
yeah.
Like we did the last record. Like he would come in like on breaks from Slipknot and record like a group of songs that we had, and then we'll sit with those for a while and then record another batch and so on, you know.
And I think it's cool to know that you are not pushed to anything.
No.
You don't have any time schedule?
No.
Okay, now it's time for sleep mode. You can just work and relax and collect the best ideas.
I think it's great for both bands. You know what I mean? It gives both bands time to to recharge and get inspired and write good stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm all about it. The only person who doesn't get a break is Corey. I mean, I've never seen anyone work as hard as he does.
He's just a working machine.
Yeah, he's a fucking machine. I mean, like, he's one of the best frontman musicians I've ever worked with in my entire life. I mean, it's inspiring to watch him do what he does. I mean, when he's not doing Stone Sour, he's off writing a book, or he's off doing a solo acoustic show, or so forth, and then
versatile musician.
Yeah, he's a workaholic. That's great. It's inspiring.
Okay, and this is gonna be kind of a tricky one, but on a scale from 1 to 100, how much do you like the band Nickelback?
I mean, I respect them. I respect the band, but it's not really what I listen to. I don't listen to a lot of the kind of music and the genre of music that we do. Like when I'm at home, I listen to other stuff. I listen to a lot of older music that I grew up on. So I can't really.
And how did you react to that whole thing that they started?
I don't care. It's whatever,
It's their agenda.
It's media having fun, and I'm not about it. All I care about is going out there and playing my instrument and making people forget whatever their troubles are for the day for an hour and a half. That's all I give a fuck about. Yeah.
And how do you feel? Because I think it's very interesting, because you were in a Soulfly, you were with many bands, and you were like a musician. You played for one band for about a year, then you went to another one. Now with Stone Sour, this long-term gig.
Yeah.
Is that important to you? Are you feeling right now that
you
finally found a family?
I mean, beforehand, my whole musical life up until 13 years ago, I've always been a hired gun in every band I've ever been in. Even if I felt like I was, a part of it, I was still, at the end of the day, a hired member. Most of the time, the bands I would be in, like before Soulfly, they would last for a year or 2 years. Yeah. So I was always on that path of trying to find the right home to stick with. You know what I mean? And the home that would last a little longer. Like Stone Sour. I mean, this is the longest band I've ever had. I've ever been in. I've never been in a band longer than 2 years, like I said. So this is my home.
Yeah.
Always going to be my home. I'm happy that this is my home.
If I can speak for me personally, I loved Stone Sour so much, and I loved you as a drummer before you joined that band.
Thanks.
And then you joined that band. I was like, what the fuck? This is so amazing. And I was just like, I hope this is not gonna be for one album or something like that. And it wasn't.
Yeah, man. Six records later and 2 EPs.
Still there.
I'm still here. I ain't going anywhere, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so the last 2 questions. 2 questions that I ask everyone that I'm interviewing. The first one: are you watching World Cup in football right now?
A little bit here and there.
Do you have a favorite team or someone?
Not really. I mean,
you call it soccer, but
I call it football.
Yeah.
Why not? That's what it is, right?
Yeah, you kick a ball with a foot.
Yeah, exactly. It's football. I really don't really follow sports. I mean, it's not really. Yeah? Sports is not my thing. I mean, I've always just been knee deep into music. That's always been my passion. Sports I never really followed, but of course, being out in Europe, of course, I'm going to be paying attention to it because it's exciting. You know what I mean? To see people in Europe like really going off for their teams in the countries that we've been in, I think that's great. It's really positive, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second one is, since we are at the festival, of course, there are bands that are playing live. Yeah. Who do you think is the best live band of today? Like nowadays, who is the best in the metal?
Live in metal?
Or any genre.
The first 2 I could just think of off the top of my head because I've just seen them just like within the last couple of weeks. Definitely Meshuggah.
Oh.
Definitely Megadeth. Of course, Anthrax. I mean, that's all I can think of off the top of my head for right. You know what? I've been really getting into Nothing More. We just did like a week with them. They're fucking incredible. That's a band,
especially in the US, they are a pretty big band.
Yeah, but that's a band that I think everyone needs to check out. They're pretty amazing. I mean, great musicians, great guys, really different. They have a great stage show. I mean, with sculptures that actually make music and stuff like that. It's great. Yeah,
they put a lot of effort into it.
It's very artistic, very musical, very heavy at times, but can be very ambient and
melodic.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Singer is amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything about that band's great. I love it.
Okay. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great show. Roy Mayorga, Stone Sour, Metalshop TV. Rock on.